What's up guys, it's today we have Darren on the show, and before the roll starts, I just want to give some context. Darren is my good friend and basically main training partner, and he knows my game very well. So it's really interesting to watch him counter my strengths and see how I adjust to counter his counters. So let's get started with the roll. Watch how Darren is trying to keep his hips as far away as possible so I can't establish 4 points of contact. If I can't establish a meaningful connection with my legs, it'll be an easy pass for him. I pull him towards me as I feel him gain an angle without my feet to stop him. Now I have more of a connection and more of a real guard, but it's not good to be on your back and have no angle and butterfly guard, so I scoot out to the side. Darren anticipates the butterfly sweep though and simply places his foot on the mat to post. Now I've lost the opportunity to sweep him to his left. He does drop his knee back down, but now he's using his head to keep my posture down, as I want to be sitting on my butt for a powerful butterfly sweep. Darren tries to arm weave past my knee shield, and I just try to sweep him anyways, but fail. I want to get my leg out of there so he can't smash my legs together for the arm weave pass again. Darren is still keeping his hips far away from me. He knows my game and how I like to load people's weight onto my hips to make them feel lighter. He uses his head and grips to keep me from getting closer and underneath him. I would love for him to take an underhook so that I can overhook, but his left grip is more in my armpit and being used to keep my posture down. I managed to get to a seated position, but look at Darren's counter. He keeps his hips far away. Without his weight close to me, my legs won't be powerful enough to lift him. I finally managed to get my hips closer and his weight above my hips. That's why I can lift him now, but it's hard to finish this sweep with butterfly hooks. It'd be a lot easier with my feet on the hips. Though I do manage to get to a better sleeping position in the process, kicking out Darren's knee and coming up on top. See how Darren backs his hips up again? It'd be too difficult to lift him, so kicking out the post made much more sense. As I get up on top, I get settled into Darren's half guard butterfly. To keep strong control, I keep my hips low and grab Darren's head for the crossface. This is the pass I'm trying to do. It's called a back step. Darren knows this, so watch how he counters. Darren controls my pants so I can't free my leg, so I break the grip by lifting up by the palm to peel his grip off. But now he has control of my sleeve. I want to grab his pants so when I backstep, I can keep his leg where it is and not let his butterfly hook follow me. I'm not confident I can backstep in this situation without grabbing his pants first. Once I get the grip, I know Darren thinks I want to backstep, so instead I surprise him by going to mount. I think those are the best options to pass half guard butterfly, by either going to mount by pushing the knee down or backstepping. Most people should not reach up for mounts, but you can break the rules if you know what you're doing. Darren wants me in a high mount so he can have access to move his hips. And Darren is super flexible, and this escape definitely has some risk, as I tried to counter with the armbar but I didn't get it and Darren got out. To win this scramble, I need Darren on his back. Watch how my right hand rotates his body to achieve this. If I were Darren, I would have prioritized keeping my right elbow tight and circling it through for an underhook. If he did, he likely could have taken my back, but since I have it, he can't, and I'm in a great position to pass. I remember at the time thinking, this is a weird position, I hope I have the underhook. I was pleased to see that I did. Underhooks will make or break your jiu-jitsu success. It should become instinct to take underhooks and never let people have them on you, unless you're in a position that you'll benefit from an overhook. Right now, Darren's back is exposed, so he hides his back on the mat to prevent the back take. Darren turns again, but there's no point in me trying to take the back without strong upper body grips first, like the seatbelt grip. Darren's left hand is preventing me from getting that control as he hides his back again on the mat. Lifting up on Darren's upper body and lower body at the same time will keep his back on the mat and prevent the escape. Darren has some unconventional attacks from bottom side control, so I use my left arm to keep his hips down. He needs to raise his hips to get any attacks going. Darren is focused on keeping my weight off of him so he can move his hips freely. As a result, I find a clear path for my knee on belly. As Darren turtles, I'm ready with my rolling back attack, but I don't have my leg positioning perfect, so I work on that before executing the roll. Right away, I prioritize trapping his arm so I can go for the twister as well as to prevent him from getting away. I push off the mat with my left foot in order to generate the momentum needed to pull Darren over to the other side of my body. Jiu-Jitsu is a grip battle, not just with your hands but your legs too. Right now the battle is being fought with our legs. I'm trying to get to the truck position by bringing my right instep under my left knee and hook my left instep on Darren's right shin. I do get there, but as I lose upper body control, I instead go for the back. In the truck, you need your hips below your opponent's hips, so to transition to the back, I let go of the truck and shrimp out to get my hips above Darren's. I don't rush getting my second hook in, I just wait for the opening. You'll see throughout the exchange, Darren's controlling my top arm with his two hands. My top arm is what would do the choking, so naturally, it makes sense to devote two arms to one. Rule number one when your back is taken is to protect your neck. Darren manages to clear my bottom hook, but as he gets to his knees, I follow him up and reinsert my hook. I'm a little high on the back right now, and there is some risk of Darren tripoding and shaking me off, so I look to flatten Darren out by pressing my hips down, which forces Darren to change his angle to avoid the pressure. I'm just going to fast forward through Darren fighting the grips and me unsuccessfully attacking. I try to trap Darren's arm with my hook, but can't get my heel in the crook of his elbow. I can feel Darren wants to turn, so I let go of my hook to let him, figuring that maybe I can attack during the transition or create a favorable scramble. It's Darren's control with his right hand that is limiting my mobility and preventing my attack. It's the 2-on-1 grip again. 2 arms against your 1 will always be stronger. I can't get anything going as Darren is winning the grip battle. I can't go for arm bars or triangles because I can't take dominant grips with my hands. Instead, I go for a more unconventional route by grabbing Darren's leg to prevent him from coming up on top and grabbing his arm to attack the arm bar. Now again, it's a grip fight. I want to get my leg over Darren's head and he wants to stop that. So much of Jiu-Jitsu is won in these little battles. Once I have my leg over Darren's head, I no longer need to control the leg with my hand because the leg over the head will now prevent Darren from coming up on top. I'd rather use both my hands to break Darren's defensive grips. This sequence is a great lesson on how to do that, so keep watching. Darren is holding super tight. He's not going to let me get this easy. To make this less reliant on strength and more reliant on technique, I need to get my chest as close to Darren's hand as possible. That way when I lean back, Darren's hand is connected to me, and where I go, his hand will go too. This makes it your core, back muscles, and arms versus only his hand. The hand is the end of the lever, so that's where we want to pull from. Not the crook of the elbow, which is easier to get to, but a weaker grip breaking position. Once I have it where I need it, it's time to use some strength and get the job done. This is my strain face. We've talked about it before and how we want to use it as little as possible, but sometimes we do have to put in that extra effort. Jiu-Jitsu isn't easy. As always, I'd like to thank my patrons who support the channel. You guys are awesome. You guys make it easy for me to buy new equipment needed to upgrade the show, like this new microphone that I'll be using for the new live show that's starting soon, where I'll be reviewing viewers' grappling footage for about an hour or 2 every week. And I'm super excited about that, so if you are too, let me know. And as always, thank you for sticking around until the end of the video. If you're still here, please leave a comment or a fist bump, and I'll see you guys next time.